Well, welcome everybody to the Mailbox Builders Mastermind call. I believe we're on call number 9. Call number 9. So we've been doing this now for 9 weeks, so over 2 months. So thanks for sticking with us. Tonight, Nanette had brought the topic from last week of marketing ideas or marketing messages for some of our products. And the 4 products were the unpopped popcorn, the foot, the key, which is also a can opener, as Mike calls it, the church key, and the luggage tag. So those 4 items. But before we start talking about that, is there any questions, or has anybody had, we'll say, an aha or a success in their business in the last week or couple of weeks that you'd like to share before we talk about those marketing ideas? Andrea.
So my aha is kind of basic, but it was on an aha nonetheless. And that is that first of all, Facebook is my primary social media. Like, I've got other accounts, other places, but I just can't. You would think with my personality, shiny objects, and I could do all of them. I cannot. But Alignable is one of those ones that I really feel like there's potential there, but I just don't pay the kind of attention to it that I probably should. Well, anyway, someone posted a question and all these people are answering and whatever. And I came in and asked a question, kind of, I can't even remember what I said it right now, but something along the lines that he was talking about, marketing. How are people marketing their Medicare business? And I answered, and he responded. I said, reach out to me if you want to learn more about what, successes I've seen, and, blah, blah, blah. And he did. And then I sent him to a landing page, and then he texted me back and asked for more information. And anyway, he showed up to my training on Friday and he signed up.
Yay!
For an executive membership.
Awesome. Congratulations.
And I was like, really?
It's really that easy, Andrea. I've been trying to tell you that.
I have sold websites for years and years and years and years, and like, no problem. But for everyone who doesn't know me that well, Mailbox Power has been an issue for me. Like, I just can't wrap my brain around how to help people with Mailbox Power. I understand it, I can teach it, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, it was a huge aha moment for me having that happen. So.
And is that your first executive member, or do you have a couple? That's your first executive?
Thank you.
So see, this is proof to all of you that it can be done. Her first executive member. That's $80 a month in residual income that's going to come in month after month. She does that 10 times, that's $800. Just let that sink in.
The key is keeping them.
Yep.
So that's why you have to help them along the way. Make sure that you have automation set up for them, and make sure they're using the system, because as long as they're using the system, they won't go away.
And get them plugged in. Marie.
Well, this is not a success story, but follow on to Andrea. I am like you in that I have an Alignable account. I don't use it. Have never delved into it, but I was on the real estate overview to introduce Joe Monday, and Teresa whose last name I don't know how to pronounce. She's an affiliate. Last name starts with O.
And
Yeah,
in
Oshman.
Rochester, yeah.
Yes. So she was on, and we just chatted a bit, and then we left because there were no realtors to do the overview for. But anyway, her success story was that she started to pay attention to Alignable, and apparently Alignable has networking events. I didn't know this, national ones. And
Oh,
so she said
Yeah.
yes to attend a national networking event, and it's all on Zoom. And I can't remember how many people she said were there, but hundreds, several hundred. And they break you up into breakout rooms. And after that meeting, she left with 6 appointments to
nice,
Wow.
show Mailbox Power.
Nice.
Yeah.
nice.
Wow. I actually signed up for one of those events. I just learned about those the same time I was in there responding to his comment. I saw something about it and I was like, whoa, that's big, you know? So anyway. thanks.
Awesome. Anyone else? All right, well, let's, oh, Terry.
I did have somebody on Sunday text me that she's been on an overview a long time ago with Joe. She received his gift. She got the phone holder. She's had cookies, and I've made cards for her sister's event, just freebie. And so that all the sisters could have the card also. But so she texted me, and she's now become a realtor. And she says, I want to sign up. I haven't forgotten. And as soon as I get my money straight, and it's like, okay. So, it's still another waiting game, but I mean, at least from being in touch, it made me feel good that, at least all the stuff I've done, she's still planning on it, So
She hasn't
who knows what'll happen.
She hasn't forgotten about you, which is the whole goal in business, is to stay top of mind and I believe top of heart, because if you hit their heart, they remember you. It's all about being remembered. So, Suzanne.
Hi there. My question is, I think it was one of the morning calls, I can't remember which one it was, that they were talking about doing things, just offering your services and being supportive and actually doing something for a person, like sending cards for them and so forth. And I was wondering if there's a woman I met, I don't know how long, it's been a while ago, and I've been sending her cards. And recently she got in touch with me and said, how much would it cost to send 50 of my customers this card that I sent her? And so we were back and forth. And I thought afterwards, when I saw that morning wake up call, I thought, well, maybe I should just do the 50 cards for her, and have her pay me, I'm an executive, and have her pay me maybe the pro amount or something like that. So what are your suggestions on something? Is that what he's talking about? Am I did I misunderstand that?
I think I know the call you're talking about, and there's 2 ways to handle it. Yes, you could run it through your account. I don't like doing that. And the reason is because then all of their contacts are in your database. Now, yes, you could import them into a group and you could delete them, but if they come back to you and want another mailing to go out, they generally want the same list. So do you really want to delete them? And I personally don't like having all those contacts, but you can do it yourself for them.
Just a quick question though, if you would import them into the, what is it? It's the mailing list rather than the contacts.
Yep.
That keeps them separate from my personal contacts, doesn't it? Or does it not?
Yes, it still ends up in your mailing list. And when you go to check out, everybody shows up when you go to check out, because it even brings the people that are in your mailing list. So
okay, I see.
You could do that. And there are people who do that. There are some people that have created a second account just to do that type of work out of. But if they're gonna send at least 50, I would rather set them up with an account and show them
Mhm.
how easy it is to use. And if they
Right.
drop off after a month, it's no different than if you had run it through your account,
Right.
but you've given them the value and now you've set something up and you have the basic building blocks for them to start using the system. Whereas if you do it for them,
Mhm.
now it's more work to get theirs set up.
Yeah. Okay. I
That's
like
just
your
my
thinking.
personal
Yeah.
preference.
Okay. Yeah. I like your thinking on that. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I was going to get back in touch with her last week, but we had a visitor. Ian came through.
So, if it's just one or two gifts, if somebody reached out to me and said, hey, Brenda, I don't have a need for a monthly plan with you, and I just need to send 5 gifts out for
Mhm.
whatever reason, then I might process those through my account and I would charge the higher price. I'd
Mhm.
probably I wouldn't charge pro pricing. I would probably charge somewhere between the light pricing and the pro pricing, because you are using your account, you're doing work for them. So
Right.
you have to
Okay.
figure out what that price is to charge them,
Mhm.
because if they went someplace else, they would have to pay a premium for somebody to do it for them. So
Right.
just keep that in mind. Don't give your services away for nothing.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Any other ahas or questions before we move on to the marketing, the cool marketing ideas? Andrew is like, let's bring the marketing ideas on.
I want to hear.
Awesome. Well, let's start, because the one I struggle with the most in ideas is the luggage tag. So I haven't wrapped my head around all the ways that could be used. I know of 2, but I want to hear from all of you, because I want to learn from you today, because I know you all have great ideas.
What are the 2 you know?
I'm not going to tell you because I want your ideas.
I have mine written down. I don't want to steal yours, but I want to know what your ideas are. Are you going to share them after?
I'll share them after.
All right. Fine.
I'll do
So what are
luggage
you-
tag.
I got a ton of luggage tags too.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, Marie put her hand up, so we'll start with Marie.
So the way that I've used the luggage tag is as a thank you gift when someone comes on board. And my card says, I'm delighted to be on this entrepreneurial journey with you.
Ooh, I like that one.
And the luggage tag that I typically use is one that comes with 4 different designs. And the one that I use has a lot of color in it. And it's, it says something about a time for an adventure. I'll have to find it while we're on here and let you know which
And
one
then,
I'm talking
well,
about.
you can put the link in the chat and then people can go find it.
Okay.
I like that one. So, Andrea, I'm going to put you on the spot because you said you had a bunch. So I want you to give me your bunch.
Okay, Marie, are you done?
Whoops.
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Okay, so I've got notes here. Okay, so one idea was when you're playing phone tag with somebody and you can't get them, or you can't get them on the phone, period. You can't get them by email. You can't get them to text you back, whatever. Send them a luggage tag and a card that says tag you're it. And then
Oh,
yeah.
oh, I like that. Hold on. Mike was writing notes and now he had to take that call. So
Mhm.
tag you're it.
What's your picture, or what do you have on that?
I didn't design
graphic.
anything. These are out of my head.
Oh, you haven't made.
So you haven't
sent one yet.
designed it yet. So
Oh, okay.
so now if there's
Okay.
any designers on the call, tag your it needs to be made.
Yes, with a card for sure. And postcard. Okay, and then travel agents could use them to customize for trips booked through them. I'm sure that one's like over and over. Send to speakers or attendees of an event ahead of the event with, either it could be used as a luggage tag or like branded to that event that they're going to, so they could spot other people in the airport or, whatever, based on their tags. Events could use them as badges. Trade show badges. A party bus company could create custom tags for booked parties. So if a bachelor party gets booked through this bus party place, it's a bachelor party. And so some are, mellow, but most aren't and get out of hand. And so the attendees could have, like a tag that says, I'm with the bachelor party or whatever. But then there's emergency information on the back. So they know, if they stray away from the group or whatever, they can get back.
Lost luggage tag.
Yes.
Lost
That's
people
good for
tag instead of
kids' school
lost
trip.
luggage.
So bridal salons could use the tags, could customize them for the wedding or the bride and use them as gown bag tags for when they come to pick up the gown.
Ooh,
got a
I like gown
Tag
bag.
on it. I'm trying to read my notes. They're hilarious. Look at this. This is a mess. I think convention badge. Yeah, that's all I've got with tags, I think.
Awesome. Those are great ideas.
Thank you.
So has anybody got any that Andrea didn't mention?
I do.
You do. Terry.
I did some for my high school reunion. So I had the yearbook. So I took pictures of their yearbook picture, and then they were to send me horizontal picture. They fit so easily on here. It was great. So I just took it with my cell phone picture. I have the date up here at the top.
You mean vertical?
The year to year.
So it was
1900 to
before and
1950.
after.
Yeah, your current picture. I said, send me your current picture. And I put the, reunion. You just get this off the internet. You could do this for any party. They have those gold things, anniversaries, whatever too. And then I've done, I don't have one with me, but I did for people that are in a business with me. I did the luggage tag, and I found this Zoom in session so that you can put it on your doorknob, as you're working on the Zoom. I just love this.
Tag.
So I made myself an ornament with it on there, and then I just have a blessed day. So I have this. That's what I went to grab a minute ago. I have this on a bookcase, little knob in here. But it was handy for me to have for my family too. And I had made it for a gal who was going to RV. She had no privacy. She's RVing for the next 2 years. So I made her the luggage tag with that little Zoom. I just like these funny little, they're kind of cutesy, any kind of little thing that says Zoom in session, And at the bottom it says Kathy at work, Terry at work, whoever it is at work. And so you can have that in the merge field for your item when you make it. And then I had the, let's see, luggage tag. I didn't have their name on that for the reunion, but that's good for parties. I think her idea for the, instead of for the bus thing, but to do for school field trips, if you're going out of town, especially like 4th grade, 5th grade on up, they'll go overnight. Sometimes it'd be great to have something like that. It could also be a fundraiser also to have the parents, do that and add a couple dollars to it, or you add a couple dollars to cover $5 to cover your costs. And that's what I did for these things for the reunion. I made the mug, the luggage tag, cards, and I had Zoom cards made, kind of like what Deborah has shown to be a little package for them. So now it's all ready. I can do anybody's.
Yeah, you just gave me an idea, Terry, when you were talking about field trips. What about PTOs and PTAs where they could do it as a fundraiser and they
Right.
did a tag for backpacks.
Mhm.
And they
Right,
charged
yes,
more
right.
than the actual cost, and the rest went to the school as a fundraiser. Or if the school had an account, they would make all the commissions off of the product. And they would also they could mark it up and make the commissions off of the markup and use it
Mhm.
for a fundraiser. Great idea.
Because a little thing like that, personalized, to charge $10 for that front and
Is
back is
nothing.
not a bad price. They're so durable and so nice, when, you know, and the little bit extra.
Yep.
You can market
Awesome.
those, Terry.
Yeah. My wheels are starting to
Yeah.
spin. You guys got my juices flowing. Ninette, I saw your hand up.
So going back to some of these ideas, when we were talking about the luggage, the travel agent, it would be easy enough to pull some pictures off the website of Greece and put it on that luggage tag for that couple that's going to Greece.
Yep.
So that would be a real easy visual. And then you were talking about the bridal salon as a shower gift. How about a his and hers matching luggage tags with Mrs. So-and-so and Mr. So-and-so on their new luggage tags? And relatively inexpensive gift, but would really be, I think, greatly appreciated. So those were just a couple.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else? Josh.
I gotta open my thing. So I had a couple. The other one just wouldn't quite settle, but I'll save it here for after this first one. But for a first-time home buyer, for realtors, for a first-time home buyer, a big purchase like first-time home needs a really big key ring. So this might be something realtor would print it, and congratulations on your first home, where they might actually send it to themselves and then do it at closing, at presentation, when they give them the key. But that's some kind of memorable thing to make them stand out and start
that.
If you could put the luggage tag on the skeleton key.
Yeah, buy the skeleton key and the luggage tag. Yep. Now we're starting to mesh them together. I like it. I like it.
And then the other one that just wouldn't quite gel, because for one thing, cost comes into mind. But these tags, I've got several of them myself. But I'm quite pleased with the design I've made myself. That's a kind of a world traveler kind of a theme. But these are super durable. And so if you think of them in terms of a series of tags, an advent calendar came to mind, something where you're using them and turning them over, or even if you have different emoji printed on them for how, don't disturb me, or come on in, or something like that, where it would be some kind of a set where they're either sent over time or sent as a set that the recipient can use them in some fashion. I have to kind of distill that down a little bit more, but just sending one for a one-off is one idea, but sending them over time that can be used in some other more durable, permanent fashion. Somebody with kids that want, I don't know. I just thought I'd share it, and maybe that's a design project, mastermind that can come later or something.
Yeah. I like it. Andrea Manning. I'm not calling Andrea Shepherd out again.
Well, Josh just made me think of something, and I'm not creative at all. That's why I love having these roundtable type discussions. But he triggered something that I'm wondering if someone creative could make an advent calendar out of the stick-ups.
Yep, out of the stick-ups. Yep.
Well, make an advent calendar using the luggage tags.
Yep. But the stick-ups, she's saying, would be less expensive.
Yeah, that's
that you
true.
could make an advent calendar out of that.
I don't know. Well, I guess
stick-ups too. Yeah, why not? I mean, there's 12 stick-ups.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 2 sets is the 24 days up until Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas. So, and then one big one that could be the nativity scene for Christmas Day. I don't know. Great idea. Any others? Welcome, Scott.
I've got one more for luggage tags that
Okay.
Josh sort of spurred. So going back to events, and so funny because I don't do networking, like in-person networking really at all. But listening to Josh, I thought, oh, it would be fun. And of course, Brenda and Michael, you inspired this idea to have playing cards printed on the luggage tags, right? And then you bring it to the networking event, and if you're pairing up people or putting people into groups, and you know
Ooh.
they've got their cards that match, and so that isn't gelled out. I just came up with that, so I don't know if
Oh, I
that.
like that. I'd like to see a deck of cards, but you know why I'd like to
Yeah.
see a personalized deck of cards, because we're card players. So, well, let's move on to the next one. And let's move on, because Mike just brought it up. Let's move on to the foot. So what, oh, and Andrea, everybody covered, because I promised I'd share ours, is the only thing I could come up with was the luggage tag or event type tags that they would be ID badges and that. So I love all the ideas. So the next one is the foot. And Mike can start. I'm going to grab a foot. I think I have one over here. In case you haven't seen it.
Well, I'm going to do what Brenda did. We'll just defer till the end, and then we'll tell you what our ideas are.
So in case you have not seen the foot, this is the foot, and it's in home and garden. So what are some ideas, marketing ideas that you could use and send the foot? There's got to be some ideas here. I mean, you came up with some really good ones for the luggage tag, Andrea. I figured you'd have 50 for the foot.
I had none. I came up completely blank for the foot,
Okay.
except in the case where I'm unsure which way a person's gonna go. They haven't given me a yes, but they haven't given me a no. So I thought, okay, I could send them the foot, and the card could say something like, "Are you gonna give me the boot or not?" But it didn't really.
Yep.
So
I
Well, you
think
know, for customers that have babies, it could be a baby gift, because we
Yep.
don't really have baby gift. And then that would be fast without, a lot of times I plan to take their picture and do an ornament, and dang, I've hardly done any like that because of the time involved, or, you know, at the time, or maybe where'd I put that picture, you know? So I just thought of that too. That would be easy to set, you know, like here's a paperweight for those, whenever those important bills come in or whatever, you know, but, you know, love that you had your new baby, and have that card, you know, for your, especially for clients.
Yep.
And insurance agents would have that a lot, I would think.
Awesome. Anne.
Well, just what Terry said, you could go baby's first step.
Mm-hmm.
Do that with a little picture of, you know, that you got of the baby's first step. But I was thinking like stepping into success, stepping up your business, that kind of thing.
Yep. Yep.
Or get your foot going in your business, or you know, and everybody said you know, open the door, get my foot in the door.
Mhm.
I think that's been said before, so that's it.
Awesome. Thank you. Suzanne.
I'm great at Googling, and I just Googled quotes about feet. And it says, keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. It was one of them.
Ooh. Mike's
kinda
writing
like
that
that.
one down. Say that again. Keep your eyes on
Keep
the
your
stars.
eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground.
Awesome. I like that one.
That's okay. And then there's several here. They're kind of small. I'm trying to read them here. One of them's, your feet will bring you to where your heart is.
Ooh.
Your feet will bring you to where your heart is. Let's look.
That's great for goal setting for the network marketers and direct sales.
Oh,
that
yeah,
have
that
set
would be.
goals and, you know, or a new person who set a big goal.
Yep.
Right. May your feet take your heart. No, may your feet take you where your heart wants to go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Good old Google. What were we doing?
Yep. Nanette.
So this is a Brenda and Michael quote, and this is trick or treat, smell your feet. I sent a card a number of times. This is the right season for that.
Yep.
And it also kind of leads you to get your foot in the door to their business.
Yep. Yeah. The card she's referring to is in the design store, and it's trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. And it says something about we're gonna do a twist on this and give you the foot and the treat, and you put the foot and the treat in a box, in a gift box, and it is in the design store. So if you just look for trick or treat, you can find it. I think Josh had his hand up before.
The first step to home ownership is finding a realtor that you can work with. Or something.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a good one.
that's a
That's a-
really
I
good
like
one.
that.
The
Need to
first
design,
step
need to finish
to
the tail end of it, but depending on what step that's a marketing thing, a true marketing thing, and
the first
but I
step to
that's
home ownership
Finding
is
a
finding the right
realtor.
realtor. Ooh, and I just met with a realtor tonight. We just came home from a BNI social, and we were talking to a real estate agent. And she's trying to set herself apart from the rest of the field here in Colorado Springs. So I will be sharing that one with her.
The design that comes to mind when doing that is, as you said, when it's the follow-up, the first or second follow-up after actually meeting someone.
Mhm.
That was so great to meet you and learn about blah blah blah. I've found that and then the first step, and then they get that, and that's gonna
Yep.
seal the personal relationship.
I like that. That's a really good one. That
Yeah.
was gold. That was gold. Suzanne, did you have another one?
You're muted.
There's still quite a few here, but you know, I'm just perusing the Google Calendar thing here. I'll take my hand down. Sorry.
Cool. Nanette, I think you were trying to raise your hand.
I do. I have an alibi on the luggage tag. We can use it as an ornament.
Hmm,
Oh, yeah, we could.
yeah.
Mhm. Yep. I'm sure there's so many more uses for it too, but my brain just hasn't wrapped my head around that. One of the calls we will have to do the stick ups, because Casey and even Joe have said we haven't even begun to tap into that market for the stick ups. And I know quite a few good uses for it, but I'm sure there's way more than I've ever come up with. So Mike's going to share the screen and show you one of ours that he came up with today. He was designing.
And this actually ties into what Terry said about entrepreneurial journeys.
Yep. Hit share, sweetie.
This is one that we came up with.
Mm,
Hmm.
that's awesome.
You could use it in network marketing. First step to success is second step to success. You know, you could use it as stepping stones in a business.
Mhm.
We've already talked about getting the foot in the door. Another one could be if you screwed up. I know I put my foot in my mouth, but I'd like to correct, you know, I can't
Mhm.
remember the exact wording I've used, but you know, when you're trying to correct, send a gift, you know, brownies into the foot and saying, hey, I know I put my foot in my mouth, but how can we make it better?
Another one would be failure is just a step to success.
Yep.
That card right there could be used for onboarding new people. Take
Yep.
it
Yeah,
first
it
step.
could.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, instead of small steps, or it could be say big journeys begin with a first step.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep,
That would also be good on a luggage tag.
yep,
That would be.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would.
yep,
Luggage tag in a foot.
yep, yep. So those are some, the trick or treat. Some of the other ones have already been said by others. Josh, I saw your hand.
Yep. I'll lower my hand. This is a more general marketing approach for any business, but for expansion, we're making big strides to help our customers, whatever.
Yep,
That's awesome.
yep. Cool. Well, in the interest
How
of
about, I have
time,
one,
yep,
oh, one more
Go
real
ahead.
quick. Because I've got somebody who started a Mailbox Power account with at the $49 special. She still hasn't done anything, but she's paying. I'm going to send that and say, your next step is,
Yep.
or let's get on to the next step. Maybe I'll do that. How much is
Yeah.
the foot? I forgot. What's the
It's,
price on it?
hold
general.
on. I think it's hold
Under
on.
10?
I will, yeah, it is. It's like
Mhm. Okay.
I want to say it's like $4. Hold on, I'm looking right now. because-
That's okay. But I think I'm going to do that.
350 for executive.
Yeah,
Great, okay,
350, 374 for a pro and 499 for a light. So very affordable gift. And that's why we picked these gifts, because everything we're talking about is under $10 and they don't weigh a lot. So they don't cost a lot to send. So the next one is, I want to save, in my opinion, the best for last. And hopefully you guys have come up with lots of ideas, but let's do the key next.
So the popcorn's the best?
I use the popcorn. I have so many ideas for popcorn I've used.
Okay, I can't wait.
I haven't used the key as much, but I can see how it could be used. But I've used popcorn in the foot more than any of the other ones. So that's why I'm looking for other ideas. So the key,
Okay.
I know Nanette has some ideas, but who has ideas for the key? Terry.
I've used it several ways. I've used it for networking. Nice to meet you. And I have a postcard key to, and I looked on Google. This is the exact key. It's laying on sand. So you could find that still, I'm sure, in Google Images. And so, so I did that. Nice to meet you. And then on the inside, and some people don't know what it is. So I put, enjoy the enclosed key slant bottle opener as a reminder of your key to success. So that's up on the top.
Yep.
This one I sent with the $49 special. I sent all my Mailbox Power prospects, and so I'm going to adapt it to something else for this season, like to get your holiday cards out. And on the back, I had a picture from last year, the amazing gifts that we have, and which still should be good, because I think all those things are still in the store,
I believe
something like
so.
that. Yeah, or make up your own. But hopefully we'll have a new one for fall. But then I've also used the postcard for like this third with my Optavia clients. I have a welcome, and then a second one, and then the third every week for their first like 6 weeks, because they're all getting onto a weight loss program. So they get something in the mail every week. And so the third week is the postcard with this and the key, because it's inexpensive to mail. And it says same thing down at the bottom. I've got there something, this can be your key to success. And so then I've got on the other side, enjoy your key to success. You're on your way, stuff like that. So for every business, I think I've got it for a couple others, companies that I work with, I have a key to success card already made. And that way it's so easy just to put them into that group. I don't always have automation, but as I start them on, I do have that for the Optavia people, automation with all those gifts in it. But the key is great.
Awesome.
I just love it.
Awesome. Who else?
I did something, well, I guess it was last Christmas. I sent it out to all my friends' kids under the age of 10 and said, this is a key to unlock the door if you don't have a chimney. Santa will need the key to get in or something like that. I
Uh-huh.
can't remember exactly what it was, but it was really cute and it was a big hit with the kids. I remember that.
Awesome.
Mhm.
It would be fun to use Terry's card and ship a bunch of sand up for MBP to hold on to and bury the key in the sand and package it up.
That might get expensive though, but having the key in like a like I'm thinking of in a container that had sand in it.
Yeah.
Is the whole box sand,
Yeah.
you know?
And really messy to open. That would not
Yeah,
be
that would be, yeah. Any other ideas?
Valentine's Day, key to my heart, something in that particular area. That can also be used for weddings.
Mm-hmm.
You are the key to my business.
Yep, that's what I was thinking is this time of year with Thanksgiving coming up, you are the key to us or me having a successful business. Thank you. And the key could be the thank you instead of a bigger gift if you're on a smaller budget. Any other ideas? Seems like you all struggle with the same ones I do, except the luggage tag. So we'll have to keep thinking on the key. Keys to success, keys. I like this Santa key. Marie.
Maybe we need to focus on the opener part of it.
Yep. A chance to crack open your business. Or pop. I wouldn't say crack because that's more of a nutcracker, but to pop open because you would pop open a can. So pop open your business. What, Mike?
Or a bottle.
Yeah, pop open your bottle. Yep.
Follow up for financial planners in that field. It's been a while, so a year, further into the relationship, we haven't talked in a while. Let's key into your financial success for the next year or your financial plan or whatever it is, using a different word. Key into instead of the key to.
Yeah, key into your success. Yep, financial success or whatever it might be. Awesome.
Financial health.
Yeah,
retirement.
Yep. The key to retirement. Ooh, I like that. You could do a lot with that with network marketing and direct sales and affiliate marketing. The key to
residual.
Yep, the key to residual income or the key to retire early or
This just occurred to me as you said that, and I looked at because I've got it open on the app here. Things aren't always as they appear.
That's good.
Because that thing looks like a key, but it's a bottle opener.
Yeah,
That's good. I like that.
I like that.
So that's going to need some design work.
Yeah.
But that things that aren't always as they appear should go on the card somewhere or in the sentiment somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that could apply to any field.
Yep. Yeah. And yeah.
Things don't always what?
Appear as
Things
they
aren't
are.
always as they appear.
Yeah. Awesome. So now popcorn. I want to hear all your popcorn ideas.
Can I go?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you can go. We're talking about the unpop popcorn. We can talk about the other popcorn too, but the unpop popcorn.
Okay, so this is more for a product-based business or whatever, for some kind of clearance or event. We're bursting at the seams. We need to see you, or you need to come and see us. Because when the pop, that. Okay. We're bursting with pride at your success. And we haven't heard from you in a while, so we thought we'd pop in to say hi.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's a good one.
Has that one already been done somewhere?
I think so. Yep. I think that's in the design catalog. If not, Mike's writing it down. We'll have to go look, but I think I've seen that.
Mhm.
I know get your business popping is, but
Yep. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's one of ours.
Yeah.
But I think just popping in to say hi is also there, but if it's
But
not,
okay.
we should do one.
That's
because
why I
that's a
thought of
good
it.
one. Yeah. Any
That's
other?
good for, that's good for get well, or to encourage an encouragement card to have
Yep.
ready if there certain things aren't happening to say.
Yep. Just popping in with a hug. I mean,
Mm.
it's a popping popcorn, just popping in for a hug, just popping in to check on you. Just, yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
Yep. I can't see what it says, Nanette.
It says, thought I'd pop by to wish you a happy half birthday. Hope it's bursting with fun.
Yep. Yep, I like that. Any
Mm.
others?
I got
Was that already made, Nanette, or did you make it?
You're on mute, Nanette.
I made this.
Nice.
Did
Oh,
you
that's
put it in
cute.
the design store?
Nice.
Do you want me to put this in the
You
design?
should put
store?
it in the design store and have a card that matches it.
Oh, there's a card and a half birthday card that match this.
Yep. You should put it in the design store.
Okay, I can do that.
Nice. Thank you.
Andrea.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I know
Okay.
you, Mike's got his pen ready and you might have to send us the list afterward.
Okay, so for starters, employers, so small businesses who have, employees can place the unpopped popcorn. So it's as if that small business is a Mailbox Power customer, right? They can put them in the unpopped popcorn in break rooms with messages on the labels. So if there's a safety issue that they need to address, they can, make it fun and put labels on the popcorn. If there's an event coming up, a retreat or something for all the employees, they can have a basket of the unpopped popcorn with labels about that. Realtors could send to, well, okay, never mind. Hold on. Sorry, I don't know why I said realtors. Insurance agents or anybody actually. My thought was about insurance agents and renewal business and contacting them, for an annual review. Pop in to review your renewal. It just doesn't get any better than this.
That's a good one. Say that one again. Pop in
to review your renewal is what I wrote down, but I think
yeah,
that
we
could be
can
worked
change
a
the
little bit.
wording. Yeah.
It
to
just
review.
doesn't get any butter
Butter
than
instead of
this.
better. Doesn't get any butter than this instead of better. That one's cute.
Then apartment manager, property managers, a resident referral station kind of thing, with life is better with friends,
Ah, life is
and
butter with
a
friends.
custom postcard and popcorn, something for when leases come up for renewals, if they want to keep the tenant, they could
Yep.
have the, all right, and
Well, and I was thinking of that with the tenant and property managers, you could send ahead of time saying, we will be popping by next week to do your inspection.
Mhm.
that's a good one.
Even a property inspector could
Yeah.
send that ahead of time.
Or a landlord
Yep.
Mhm.
of
Yep.
like, a house, just independent. Also another thing you could do is when you're prospecting, or maybe you're working with a customer, whatever, but you can send them to prospects or customers all dolled up with the recipient's information,
Yep.
right? For them to give away to their customers.
Yep.
Or, like that. Okay, I think I'm done.
So, any others before I share mine?
What would you say when your lease is coming up, popping up? Oh, your lease is popping, your date is popping up? Is that what you meant?
Yeah,
Like, get ready? Okay.
your
Yeah.
date is popping up soon for renewal, or yeah. Any other ideas before I share mine? Andrea Manning is gonna love mine. They're in the design store too, or at least one of them is. So you go, if you're in a networking group, and especially if it's an exclusive group, I've been on the membership committee and I developed a card that's in the design store and it says, thanks for popping in to check out our chapter. Thanks for popping in to check out our networking group. I hope you saw the powerful benefits of referral marketing or whatever. And if you have any questions, so that could be one. Thanks for popping in. Get your business popping. We've already talked about that one. There's a lot of them that have to do with that. I like the exploding at the seams. I hadn't thought about that, and I hadn't thought about the butter versus better. So I kind of like, I'll have to think about some things on that. I have a Military Mondays, Nanette knows, and I send popcorn out, but it's the skinny pop popcorn. It's not the unpopped. Thanks for popping in and being on my Military Mondays show. So there's, I want to pop by, or for real estate. I didn't get a chance to pop by your house, but I thought I'd pop by your mailbox or pop in your mailbox. There's just so many marketing messages that can go with some of our gifts. And that's why we wanted to get your juices flowing on some of those things. I think we talked about maybe doing this once a month, picking a few more products. So maybe next week we'll think about the next 4 that we'll talk about in a few weeks, so that people can do some research and think about it and come up with some ideas. Suzanne.
I think I showed this the last week, but I made the jar opener thingy, and it says, take a look around, Mailbox Power.
Yep. Yeah, the jar gripper will be in our next round of marketing ideas for sure. So we'll make sure we write that one down, or Nanette will remind me, because Nanette is the queen of lists.
Yeah.
I
was
think
looking
Marie
for,
is also.
yeah, I was looking for some way to make the words go around, but I think I have to do that in something,
Canva.
another program. I don't think that
Someone
Mailbox Power
someone
can-
told me you can do it in the paid version of Canva.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can.
Canva, I have Canva. I'll have to go look at that and see if I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's several. I didn't use Canva when I did it. I can't remember the app I used, but just search the Google machine like you did a little while ago and say round text app.
Round
And
text,
I
yeah.
found one, and it was the best one compared to Canva in that at the time to use. So there are, and it didn't cost me anything. So just go Google it, and I'm sure you'll find something that makes that
Canva's
easy.
actually pretty good.
Yeah, Canva now. It didn't used to be, but Canva's gotten a lot better with things like that. So I see we're coming up on the top of the hour, and I want to be respectful of everybody's time. And we've had some great ideas. I can't wait to post this so that other people get the ideas passed on to them. And maybe we'll even get some people commenting in the chat below some even more ideas that we all can learn from. This was a great call. You guys got my brain. Mike's got a whole bunch of notes, so I'm sure he'll be designing some things here in the near future on some of the ideas you guys had. So thank you all for showing up on Tuesdays and giving us 45 minutes to an hour of your time to learn how to build your business, or help to talk, which helps build your business, but talk to your customers about how to use the different products we have with their business, because I think that's key to growing your Mailbox Power business. Is the more you can help them solve their problems, the better off you will be growing, the better you'll grow your Mailbox Power business.
So what 4 products are we gonna be talking about next week?
No, next week we're gonna come up with the 4
Continue.
that we'll talk about maybe in 2 or 3 weeks so that people can have some ideas. So next week, Marie had sent me some topic ideas. I hadn't gotten topic ideas from anybody else other than Nanette, and this was a great call. Thanks, Nanette, for that idea. Marie asked that we talk about networking. And effective networking. And so wait a minute, I'm going to go to my list from Marie, and I'm just going to pick one. So let's talk about business networking that meets regularly, and every person gives a 15 to 60-second intro or commercial. So your homework for this week, if you choose to do it, is to either write the commercial or the elevator pitch that you are currently doing, or write just a sentence or 2 sentences that if somebody came up to you and said, so Andrea Manning, there's 2 Andreas. So Andrea, what do you do? You've asked me a lot of questions. Well, let me ask you, what do you do? And what would you say in 15 to 60 seconds tops?
The first thing that I have learned to say is I help businesses build relationships to be able to grow their business and keep their customers.
Yep. So that's what I'm looking for from everybody. And we'll talk about that. And then I will share some of my knowledge of networking and the goal that you should have when you go to a networking event to be effective. So we'll talk about that next week. So networking at a weekly meeting is the topic for next week. And we look forward to hearing all of your ideas, because I'll tell you, when I hear other people's, I've heard Marie give some really good 15, 30 second. I'm like, ooh, I got to take some of that stuff and put it in mine. I'm like, I never thought of that. So next week should be really good. So if you're watching the replay, please join us on Tuesday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific. We would love to have you participate and learn from you. And if you're not ready to share yet, that's okay too. This is a space where you can learn and share your ideas in a non-judgmental zone. So we all want to learn and grow on Tuesday nights. So thanks everyone. And I will see you next Tuesday night.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Brenda.
Thank
Mike.
you
for
guys
doing
for
this.
hosting.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.